When done properly, the internet, screens, and particularly social media can provide 5 essential elements of adolescent well-being: a sense of control over one's environment, individuation, self-expression, a connection to others, and acceptance. And then there is the abyss. Welcome to App-Propriate, a podcast designed to give you a little taste into the positives and negatives of the most popular social media apps, so that you and your most importants can make more informed, healthy, and safer choices when it comes to interacting through your screens. I'm your host, Joe Langford. Note that I said safer, not safe. Interacting through screens with other humans contains a degree of natural risk, just like real life. And I believe that education leads to empowerment, and I hope this information helps add a degree of safety, social responsibility, and good digital citizenship to your social networking and the conversations you have about it with your family. Today's episode is about Airdrop. Airdrop is an Apple-specific feature that lets you instantly share photos, files, and other content with other Apple users who are in close proximity. Though Airdrop simply enables the transfer of files using Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and is not social media in the truest sense of the term, and most kids use Airdrop without any issues, it does bring potential for problems and misuse that parents should keep an eye out for. Airdrop allows you to share images and files with other people. You can send almost anything to anyone as long as they're within 30 feet and also have an iPhone. Kids typically share documents while doing homework and projects with each other, as well as memes, pictures, and links from other feeds and social media profiles just for fun. Airdrop is not technically an app. It's a feature on iPhones, and it's accessed by swiping up on the phone's home screen. It's located there among other settings for things like Wi-Fi, volume, and shortcuts to apps. While accessing an image or a document in another app, you can tap or click the share icon, the one with the arrow pointing out of a little box. When the Airdrop window appears, tap or click on the person you want to share the file with. And the other iPhone user will receive an Airdrop notification, which they can either accept or decline. Airdrop bypasses some of the limits that traditional social media can set around content. This means that people can airdrop inappropriate content without worrying about being blocked or reported or banned the way one might be on Instagram or Snapchat. It's important to understand that images and files shared via Airdrop can be shared without the receiver's consent. Airdrop is typically on by default, and bullying, harassment, and humiliation can happen both easily and publicly. For example, sharing embarrassing images or harmful information to large groups of people. Images sent pop up as smaller thumbnail versions of the image, even if you haven't accepted it yet. Both boys and girls I know have reported receiving airdropped dick pics from rando creeps in public. Kids need to know that things like this can happen. On most any app, even good old-fashioned mortal texting. It's not their fault that this happens. They do not need to respond or reciprocate in any way, and they should tell a trusted adult. Kids are better prepared to deal with predatory actions online and off if they have a degree of forewarning and foreknowledge. Again, Airdrop isn't true social media, and so there's no blocking or reporting features. Extra safety can be managed by keeping your Airdrop off unless or until it's needed. This also helps facilitate the consent I mentioned earlier, because if someone wants to airdrop you something, they have to ask you to turn on your Airdrop. Alternatively, Airdrop can be set to contacts only, so as not to allow it to receive content from everyone, which is the third option. This can be set under Settings, General, Airdrop. Leaving it set to everyone not only leaves users vulnerable to having something shaka or unwanted sent to them non-consensually, but someone unknown and nearby on a bus or a public event could match their name with their face in the crowd. There's a few conversations I think it's important to have before your kid uses Airdrop. Give them guidelines. Explain what's okay and not okay to post or share, and how to use their devices smartly and safely. For ideas on this, visit www.beheroes.net's resource page. This is especially important if your kid leans impulsive or has any sort of attention issue, but all adolescent brains run the risk of using Airdrop to pass notes in class, cheat on tests, and other unwise or unsafe activities. Talk about peer pressure. Some kids with Airdrop can feel pressured to share things that they're not really comfortable with. Covering escape hatches and refusal techniques, much like we do with drugs and alcohol, work for screens as well. See above, re potential predators, and advise kids to decline messages from people that they don't know. Bottom line, Airdrop is a user-friendly, fast, efficient, and free method of communication that has numerous positive uses, and with a bit of the typical parent-child communication that I encourage, any potential problems should be totally avoidable. Thank you for listening. I'm Joe Langford. I'm a therapist, a sex and tech educator, and a dad, and I specialize in helping families navigate that intersection of adolescence, sexuality, technology, and behavior. More information about me and my work to promote healthy, positive, and safer sexual and social behavior, both online and off, can be found at my website, beheroes.net.
The advice presented in this podcast is a form of education and is intended to provide general information about common though broad topics that impact underage people. Specific circumstances and facts may make said advice unsuitable and/or other actions necessary for individuals. This podcast is meant to be an adjunct, not a replacement, for IRL experience, professional advice, and good old-fashioned common sense. In addition, much of the information included here can and most likely will change with time, culture, and the rapid development of technology. BeHeroes.net does not seek nor accept any monetary gain or financial support from any social media platform mentioned. BeHeroes.net is committed to providing quality consulting, coaching, product, speaker, and contracted therapeutic services, advocacy, and resources to clients, visitors, customers, colleagues, and fans. Appropriate is produced by BeHeroes.net.